Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for the week beginning Monday, the 11th of June, 2018, ending Friday, the 15th. This is triple expiration for June. Happens once a quarter. Means Friday options, futures, and commodities are all expiring. Tends to make the market really boring on Friday, but it gives us a chance for some excitement as they unravel those positions earlier in the week. Typically on Wednesday, we'll see how it goes. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in futures form. And you can see we moved up a little bit here during the week. Let's go through the major indices, and then we'll talk about the economic data coming out this week. We'll look at the intra-week action as well. Crude oil was pretty flat this week after retreating the prior week, closing at 65.56. Gold closes at 1303.5. That's pretty flat as well. S&P cash index on Friday was up 8 points. The NDX was literally down 0.21 points, almost as dead flat as it can be. The SOX down 12.05. Biotech's up 17. That's pretty flat as well. The VIX gains 5 cents to 12.18. Friday was really boring. The trend at 0.68 puts the 10-day moving average at 1.21, which is not any type of signal. Nasdaq volume, the lightest we've seen in a couple weeks, at 1.9 billion shares on Friday, so it was really slow. Remember, we have well, this coming week is expiration for options. This last Thursday, Friday was the futures contract roll, so everybody moved to the September contract, and that slows things down. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ, positive 87 on Friday, so pretty flat there. On the New York, plus 510. Google loses almost 2 points, no big deal. Apple loses almost 2 points, a little more of a deal there. Might have left a floating island almost. We'll see what happens. Netflix down 83 cents, also a blip. Amazon down $5.31, doesn't matter much for Amazon. Tesla up $1.57. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, closes down 36 cents. Goldman Sachs literally down 6 cents. It's about as flat as that gets as well. All right, now let's take a look here. We're going to switch this. So now we are on the September contracts. And there it is, the ES. So let's look at 10-minute charts for the week. Remember, you'll see the volume change Thursday and Friday. The volume picks up in the September contract because before that we weren't really trading that. And for the week, little gap up on Monday, flat Tuesday, Wednesday rallied a bit, got the 13 sell signal at the high of the week. Pretty interesting. We had the prior one too, and we slipped from there for a little bit. Thursday gapped up there and then sold off to even. Friday drifted higher. Here's the NASDAQ side. Not much different. All right, so what do we look forward to in the week ahead? What's the economic data? As I said, one of the big things is expiration. The other big thing is the meeting between Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un for North Korea, and we'll see how that goes, what that means for the markets. All right, so let's look at the economic data that's coming out. Sorry, I'm having a little issue here with my chart. Let me get it fixed. Sorry about that. And then let's take a look at the economic data that's coming out this week. So on Monday, just the 10-year bond auction here, not a big deal. Tuesday, we've got small business index. We've got CPI. That is a big one. We start a 2-day Fed meeting on Tuesday. 30-year bond auction in the afternoon. Federal budget balance. On Wednesday, we've got PPI. We've got the weekly crude oil inventory numbers. We've got the Fed announcement at 2 p.m. And then their press conference 30 minutes later. The bank stress test results come out at some point. Thursday, core retail sales, unemployment claims, the weekly number, and import-export prices, business inventories, and natty gas. Friday, the Empire State Manufacturing Index, capacity utilization with industrial production, preliminary University of Michigan sentiment, and the TIC long-term purchases. And then again, expiration on Friday, which means we could get options unraveling Wednesday or Thursday. We'll be on the lookout for that, although again, the Fed announcement on Wednesday kind of gets in the way. So maybe the options unravel will be Thursday. We'll see. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.